Welcome
Hello.
back.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
Yay.
We're back.
Woohoo.
After a long
I
time
know, I
away,
feel like it's been a little high. I feel like we say that shit every time.
Kind of
like,
sucks. Life is busy, though.
It is very busy.
And you try to find that balance and try to find time to do the podcast. But we are in demand.
Yeah.
People want to see us and hear us.
That's actually a crazy concept.
No. And get
that
this
anybody is like wanting to hear us.
This is what's crazy. Is like we are a very small fry. We will be humongous though, so I'm not like worried. But this is crazy, Zach. Listen to this. We had a pool day. Sade never gets to come over, but she came over this day. We're at the pool, and like these little kids came around, and I was like introducing Sade because all the kids know me, and they were like, and I was like, "This is," and he's like, "I know you. You're on the podcast."
How old were they?
Like 10?
Uh-oh.
I know.
I was living for that.
It's like
I was living
you have
for
boobies,
that.
kind of, but still.
I know. I was like, ooh.
I know.
Someone recognized. I mean, he's fucking like 12 or 10 or however old he is.
But shout out to you, Teddy. That was
Yeah.
really cool. Anyways. Yeah.
Well, I know. I feel like it's so bad, but you know what? Today we're gonna just like let the things flow.
Okay.
We're just gonna have a conversation.
I feel like lately, like our topic has been, especially, and I always like reference the car, but I feel like that's because we're always in the car. Like she doesn't really hang out with me unless we're in the car, but we're usually trapped together for like 4 hours.
That is not true.
But definitely like something we've been talking about is kind of like sensitive because we're sensitive because we love what we do, but like a lot about like a sense of community in the bridal industry because I feel like,
especially in like Richmond, like I mean I don't know, like
and don't
everybody else's
think that we're shading you, no matter who you are if you're local, but that is the feeling that we feel. It's like I just want I'm not crying, my lash was falling.
It's okay. I know. Ready to go run and get a tissue. Are you okay?
But I just want like a seat at the table is kind of like my like take on it is kind of like, what is the issue? What is the issue? Like, we're not being invited to things. We see people that are in different locations that are in this industry that are like, they're hanging out, they're going and they're, you know, getting together once a month and things. And I'm like, where's the community in Richmond? Where? What's the problem?
It's non-existent.
What's the problem?
It isn't there.
It's just,
not.
It's a very lonely feeling.
Like, I feel like it is one of those things where, like, we say that, but then at the same time, it's like you and I are like, tight knit. Like I think it's like human nature for everybody to like kind of find their like tribe and then like band together. Yeah. But I do feel like it gets to a point where, you know, some people are going to get left out, you know?
But that's by their choice. Like, I mean, it just sucks because, like, we'll do weddings. And, I mean, like, we've been grinding lately. And, like, everyone is just like, oh, my God, you guys are so fun. We love you so much. And I'm like, I know, like we are fun, and like we like reek happy positive
Stop
vibes.
Fucking saying that. Oh my God, you guys are so fun. Like we need to hang out, and then nobody ever reaches out.
My phone is not ringing unless it's a bride or a person that wants to give me money. So
I'm salty. I'm salty. Because that's how you and I are. It's like if we say that, like we genuinely mean that,
right?
Like, you really do want.
And then we're having to like chase you down, like come hang out with us.
If I don't want to hang out with you, I'm not even going to say it because it's not true. I don't actually really want to hang out with you for real.
Because there won't be a conversation. It'll just be like
correct,
hello,
or you'll get a compliment on something else that has nothing to do with us.
But I do think it's like important, and I feel like I do look. I mean, we had a class with hair and makeup by Steph. Shout out to you. We freaking love you, and. I mean, I feel like she's always doing all these things in the community in Utah, and it's kind of like, where is that for us? Like, why don't people want to learn from us? Why don't people want to be our friends?
I mean, I think that in other places, it's like it does exist, you know?
It does. It seems like it does.
Like DC has like they have like
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, Virginia Beach.
Where is our?
I feel like Richmond
bridal industry tribe. Where is it?
We need to come together.
We do, and this is our. This is our ad. Please come hang out with us.
But I also feel like in the bridal industry, it is very cutthroat because there's, but I feel like that's stupid because it's like you and I talk all the time and we say that there is like more than enough business
because there is
for everybody. So it's like
look on the knot
be that way. It shouldn't even be that way.
There's plenty of business out there. And like if you see someone that's like talented, and I mean, I can toot our own. We've been doing this a long time. If you show us a picture, we're going to give you the picture. If you want a certain makeup style, we're going to give it to you. And like that shouldn't be a bad thing.
Right.
That should be inspiring. We all have something to learn from each other. And it doesn't always have to be all work. Like we want to hang out with you in the Richmond community. Let's go support small businesses and go hang out at that local coffee shop, which, oh my gosh, the other day when Milo got his hair done, I asked Hong if he wanted me to go get him a coffee. Y'all, I was like, what do you want from Starbucks? He's like, no. You got to go to the small business.
He doesn't do Starbucks.
He doesn't. But I went to this place called Black Hand. It was so cute.
Where is that?
It's down off Monument. It's so cute. I took the kids in there and they were just like, this is so amazing, Mommy. I'm like, I know, this is so cute. But it's like, again, like, I want to be invited to places that are local that, like, let's support each other. Like, there's enough business for everybody. Like, we just want to be friends with you. Don't tell me you want to be my friend. Don't say you want to hang out with Sade unless you mean it.
For real.
That's it.
The end. Period.
I'm done with that.
Period.
And be transparent. Because who's transparent? Not many people are transparent. And that's unfortunate.
I feel like that's the thing, like in friendships, is like if there's no transparency, it's like, what are we talking about? Like
it's everybody
hates a person who
showy,
is showy or just like isn't authentic or like real, or it's like I'm only getting a phone call from you because
you need something,
right? Or I just want to tell you what I'm doing that's amazing.
Because you know what I will say, like, if we can't take a wedding, because like we're limited, there's 6 of us. If we can't take a wedding, we are always referring people.
For sure.
And it's like, it's a bit unfair if we're referring you and like you don't even like give us a shout out ever, or you don't want to hang out with it. I feel like salty about that because I'm like, why don't you want to cultivate relationships with people that are just as talented as you? They should be in your fucking circle.
I feel like you're about to like whip somebody.
So mad about it.
Rage right now. You're like,
I know. I'm just so mad about it.
So y'all don't hang out with like other preferred vendors at like some of your bigger venues?
Don't. No. That's why we're like, listen, we had a whole car ride back from a wedding one day, and we literally rode in the car for like an hour and some change, like going on and on and on about this, because it does suck. It sucks when like you're passionate about what you do and you love it, and it's like you meet all these other cool ass fucking vendors, and it's like it would be cool to be able to like sit down with people who are like-minded like us and do what we do, to be able to be like,
to give an even better experience for everybody.
But like, not even just that, or just like we all have like hard weddings or like a hard day, and it would be cool to just sit down and just be like, can you fucking believe this? And they'd be like, yeah, oh my God, like I experienced the same thing.
No, definitely.
And it's like we don't ever really get to do that. We only get to talk to each other about it, but we don't but we never get to like talk about it with like other people in the community, and I feel like that would be cool.
But we like, I will say, and I won't name names, but like we have tried where it was like, let's be in a situation where we're hanging out with someone who's in the industry, and it was like giving us nothing. It was like, oh, so tell us a story, or like, how do you feel? Oh, everything's amazing. It's like, no, it isn't. Like, just hang out with us and be transparent. Like, I mean, we're not lonely. Like, we're not begging for attention, but it really would be nice to feel a sense of community like we see around other places on Instagram and everywhere else. Because we can all relate to like the dreaded, let me take all my shit up 3 flights of stairs. The having to walk 2 miles to get into a venue because you had to park down the road. Like, all of us can like relate to that, and it's like funny.
I think we can all relate, but I think that there is an element to it where social media plays. I mean, I feel like this. I feel like social media does play a role in this a little bit, just because back in the day it was like you could do an amazing job on the makeup, on the hair, or whatever, and you could feel proud and you could post that, right? And that was enough.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. It's like everything is about like creating content,
what products
and, like,
you're using,
your reels, like what products you're using, like your appearance, like are you cute and like relatable to like your audience? Like I really do feel like social media plays such a huge role in that.
I don't know, and I feel like you and I suffer for that because I don't know, we love what we do so much that we're so caught up in the day that it's like we really don't find the time to make the content that y'all could not handle it if we did, because we are funny, like we are jamming it out, we're having a great time, but it's like it is really hard because we're so in love with what we do. Like the day is absorbed by being with the, like, literally, I just got photos back from Kaylee's wedding where the mom sent me a bunch of pictures of us. Literally, Zach, we worked the entire day. We did a bridal party of like 14. They were the sweetest, most fun girls. Yeah. Like, they were like, at the end, they were like, okay. And we were like packing up. They're like, okay, no. You guys don't leave. We want to take a photo with you.
Yeah.
We've told you this before. Like, couldn't at the beginning, please.
I know. I hate it so much because it's like by the end of it, I feel like I look like I should be in a soup kitchen, but like it's fine.
I was in the back, thankfully, in this photo, and so are you, and it worked out. But it's kind of like, you know, I mean, that is what happens is like we all fall in love with each other and we enjoy the day and like we become a part of their day where it's like they're texting or they're DMing us the next day saying, thank you. Like, I want to hang out with you after my wedding. And it's like, if people genuinely feel like that, and I'm not saying our brides have to do that or their friends have to do that, but I'm saying like within the community, it would be nice to like vibe off of that, you know? Like, yeah, that's just my feelings.
It's hard. Like I said, I think social media, that's like the biggest thing right now. It is. I mean, even like when we're like doing trials and like somebody comes in and they bring in a photo and it's like, it might not even be a photo of your work. It's probably something that like someone else did.
Because they had the time or made the time to
or
do
it's something that they like an AI photo on Pinterest that is
usually an AI photo.
Not even like something like realistic.
It's not a human being. It's an actual cartoon.
It's like this is cool. Literally a made up photo of someone, but love you.
I know. I always wonder like how do people do it? Like I feel like I already know. Like I cook all the time. I'm like, y'all want to see what I'm making? Here's the ingredients. But I'm like, it's laid out perfectly and the lighting is perfect and the hair is and I'm like, that feels like I have to get ready to go in my kitchen and make a salad. Yeah. I can't just like pop in there and be like, today I'm making it. Oh, you know what I saw this recipe for that I'm actually going to make tonight? Chicken Caesar pasta salad.
Actually, I have that saved.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I have it saved. I haven't made it yet though. It looks very easy. Yes. It's like the Caesar dressing, like the pasta, the croutons, like the chicken. I think
rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
But like, really I would love to like share parts of my life like that because it looks really fun. But it is like, how much time do you want to spend, you know, doing
I think part of it too is it's like when you're like, we are not in our early 20s, and I think that comes a little easier, like social media and creating reels and stuff like that, because they've grown up with it. And so
that's true.
For us, it's like
they're watching this like y'all are losers.
Listen,
get it together.
But I'm being transparent. That does not come easy to me, and like I feel like I'm trying. Like I feel like we've been trying.
Well, it doesn't help that you're in hair and makeup and you always want to look perfect because you're like, no matter where you are, it's a moment where you could run into somebody and they're like, oh, you do hair and makeup? Oh my God. Like I want you to do my wedding. And then I'm like one eyebrows on and like, no. Right. So it's like we're very much perfectionists.
But I think the pressure that it puts on people in the bridal industry is, I think that's something that like no matter you're in Richmond, Dallas, LA, wherever, I think we all can agree that it does put pressure on you to create this social media presence that like may or may not, like something I've been loving lately.
What's the generation right now that's getting married? What is that generation? Because I'm Gen X, obviously. Y'all know that I'm old. But what is that?
Is it Gen Z?
What is
it? Like Gen Zers?
I'll look it up.
Okay, look it up.
I feel like Gen Z, I feel like there's one more.
Right.
Besides Gen Z now.
Gen Alpha, because that's the kids, right? Gen Alpha is the kids. But I saw this thing and it was like what people are doing these days as this generation, right? And it was like the first thing was content creator for the wedding. The second thing was micro weddings, perfectly cultivated, 6 dress changes. It was like things that are like what we're used to are now changing. And it's like, but the first thing was a content creator on the wedding day. And I would love to know how that makes a photographer, videographer feel, because it's kind of like you're being to the side because it is everything's social media. I mean, your entire wedding day now.
I mean, it has taken over so much on every part of a wedding, on every part of a planning wedding, like with hair and makeup. They're coming into the trials, like we said, with like these photos that they pulled off of Pinterest or whatever. Now people want content creators. Like
it's
really
wild.
it's the fact like how much it's like impacting like every area of your life.
It's just so different. And like we did a wedding with this content creator. She's darling and she's so good at what she does. But like literally she is showing up when the photographer is there. Actually, no, she was there before because she was getting hair and makeup as well. But like she's there the whole day, like along beside the photographer, videographer. It's just like so interesting, like how things are changing, but it is very like social media is
Gen Alpha. Never heard that before.
Gen Alpha, you were right. Okay.
So I think the people that are getting married are probably the back half of Gen Z. But Gen Alpha,
right? So they're like Google, the 25 to whatever, and then the other side is Gen Alpha. Okay, I knew it was Gen Alpha.
I'm typically
that makes me feel so old.
I've never heard that before, and typically, like I'm a pretty private person. You know, I'm like good for that like that biannual Instagram post or whatever. But like I feel like all of our problems, everyone gets back to, and it's like it's because of social media. I feel like every problem we have, people trace it back to that.
Yeah,
everyone.
And it's like I don't want to sound like the old crotchety. That social media, you know, I don't want to sound like that because I think that there are many ways that social media is like incredible and like, you know, like I do it all the time where I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to make for dinner. Like we just said, boom, pop on Pinterest.
I mean,
and
it's
like,
all,
I'm making,
it's
but
everything.
then like, I feel like there's other ways where it has like a negative impact where it's like, we're all like glued to our phones 24/7. We're probably really not like that involved with our kids at times because we're scrolling through the apps and like, you know,
and they're doing the same freaking thing that we are.
And they're doing the same thing. Yeah. It's so crazy. I mean,
I do love that you have access to the world.
Yeah.
To me, that is like the coolest thing. It's like, I've never really been far away from the States. And it's like, I love like seeing like that kind of thing. And I love that we can, you know, see different sides of culture and all the things. That for me is exciting. But like
fashion, like
fashion,
like pinning outfits and like that you think are cute or whatever.
Listen, 80% I'm like obsessed.
Yeah.
But then there's like the 20% where it's like, how do I keep up with this and like give you guys what you need in order to come in and be like, I saw this on your Instagram and and I mean, yes, people say, I love this picture that you or this hair that you did.
I'm like, Jen did that.
I'm like, fucking
and you're like,
that
Sade did that.
Damn it, that thing.
Like,
but I want to get good enough where it's like we're posting every day and we're giving the people what they want because I don't think you're aged out with that at all. Like, I think I could be, listen, I used to follow this lady. Is it Babs? Is that her name? And she's
my God, I love her. I love her. And she
like
does
in her 80s.
Yes, and she has like the best like hacks for everything. And she's like, hey, it's your grandma Babs, and I'm here to give you another
beautiful thing about social media, right?
Yes.
It's like there's no like age cap. It's like as long as you're giving people what they want, fantastic.
I love
and it's like I don't know how we get there, but I think that we will. And anybody that's out there that wants to like take a day and like teach us and sit down with us and be like, y'all need to do this, this, and this, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, because it's like with the whole like Reels thing, it's like I don't know, somewhere along the way.
You've gotten really good at it, though,
I feel like I've gotten better, but I feel like somewhere along the way, it kind of trips me up a little bit, and I'm kind of like, okay, this kind of looks like the last reel that I just created.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I'm like, it's good, but it's not great.
When I did my trials yesterday, which, I mean, they're so sweet. The brides both were like, oh my God, I love what you posted, and I love giving them that moment for themselves, but also it was like the in and out, where it's like, before and I started looking at all my reels and I'm like, these are all exactly the same. I mean, obviously it's different person, different makeup, but it's like, these are all the same.
Yeah.
Because don't you almost like the ones that are like, kind of like bloopery where it's like, it's not perfect. And it's like the talking in the background and it's not, the music is perfect.
I feel like the content that I enjoy watching the most is stuff where it just seems like real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. You're going to be so proud of me because Sade is like TikTok almighty. Like she is like, if you want to know anything on TikTok, I know you are highly addicted.
Don't tell me.
It was like almost like a funeral when they were going to ban it. But I'm obsessed with TikTok now. And I've been sitting, oh my God, I've been sitting on my fucking phone.
I love that
I'm like,
rubbed off on you.
When I was hungover on Monday, long story, but I was hungover and like, I was just like laying there and I looked up, it had been 3 hours and I was like, oh my, because I found this chick that I just like loved everything about her. I went all the way deep dive back to the beginning of her and followed her whole story. She is with a man that's like 25 years older than her. And I was like, okay, girl, she drives buses.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like for joy in her life or like so she can get out, but she's super cute. Like I'm just like obsessed with her. I was like, oh no. Oh no!
I feel like that's like the beauty of like social media is that like I think sometimes it's like easy to get in your head and like psych yourself out and be like, I don't want to like you and I have like done that before. We're like, we don't want to create content because like what the fuck, who's even gonna see it?
Yeah.
But like that's just it. Like there is somebody out there.
Oh, they love us.
Yeah, there's somebody out there who would see whatever it is that you posted and feel inspired or be like, she looks cool or whatever, and they would relate. Yeah.
I feel like it for me, like, and I don't know if you feel this way, but it's kind of like a convenience thing. It's like if I go to Target, right? And I watch people, they're like, come on, I'm going to return some stuff at Target. And I'm like, that's not even fucking exciting, but it's exciting because we're watching you do it, right? And so it's like, she's getting out of the car, she's grabbing her Louis, she's got her Target, she's going inside Target, she gets in Target, and then now it's in the cart. And she's like showing what she's buying. She's like, the dog loves these treats. And she's like, and I'm like, I have literally sat here for 3 hours and watched this woman do this. And it's like,
how sick is that? It's like we're so like,
I did that yesterday.
As a society, we're very like, invested in watching other people do things that are actually
it's so
just
crazy
like
that we
normal. It's just normal things that we all fucking do. But for whatever reason, it's like I enjoy watching this girl do it because she's really cute and she has cute kids,
clothes, and she shouts out her outfits.
She just drove up to Target in her brand new
big old jacked
BMW.
up Chevy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's it's weird that like we as people get involved in other people's lives for that reason. And it's like we all fucking do it. We all do it. It's crazy. It's sick. It's sick.
But it's like for me, it would have to be like almost like I was making a movie because I need a camera or I need like a holder everywhere I'm at so I can do the proper like positions where they're literally so good. It's like, come with me on a trip to Target, and they're like the whole store, and now they're checkout. She's like, okay, well, I used my MasterCard, and then she's getting, and I'm like,
I love to, like, I went down a rabbit hole the other day. It was this really cute girl on TikTok, and she has like really fucking short hair, and it's fucking like she does all sorts of like wild, crazy colors. I think I might have sent this girl to you.
Did.
And she like finger waves her hair, and she's like tatted the fuck up. She's fucking smoking hot.
Yeah.
And she does all this crazy shit with her makeup. Like she does like a fucking paints like a butterfly and then adds
she's super talented.
Gems and like the lashes look, it's like a whole thing. And I literally get sucked up. I am never going to wear my makeup like that.
No.
I am
in
never,
your mind,
for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, that's so fucking cool. Like I would do that, but it's, I'm never
you're never doing that. But
not.
it is nice to like I look at that and I'm like, someday I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll do it on Zoe, or someday I'll do, and you're like, I could totally do that. Like
to me, it's like inspiring. Just to see people be. I love watching other people be creative.
I know,
I love that.
I know, and then I got trapped into TikTok lives. Those are the weirdest thing.
Okay, so I have gotten sucked into TikTok lives. Do not judge me.
I wanted to buy every single thing that was on there.
I enjoy watching the people that are playing video games. I don't know why. I just
that's not
do. I do. I like watching them play games because a lot of like, especially girl gamers. I fucking love watching girl gamers because they'll get on there and they're like talking shit and they're like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. And they're like, and they're literally just sitting there playing the game. They're not doing anything crazy, but like then you see the view of like what she's doing on her screen, and you're like, damn, she's fucking good. She killed all those people.
I watch that every day in my life, so that's probably why that's not my thing. Because like Zoe is now making YouTube videos where it's like her in Gorilla Tag, where she's like, you can see her arms, and she's like, "I'm coming for you, man!" And I'm just like,
I love it.
What in the world?
Because what that turns into is that she grows up and she's gonna be this hot ass girl gamer
for sure
that has guys on TikTok sending her fucking money because she's literally just really good at playing Call of Duty. Literally, nothing more, nothing less.
It's like so crazy, and like it is a blessing and a curse. It's a catch-22.
I think being a woman is like the best fucking thing because that's the edge that we have over men is that like
power of the
if you're hot at if you're good at doing something and you're hot and it's something that men like would be into, you can make a shit ton of money. There's a man sitting somewhere that is ready to send you some money
that is
just to be hot.
Yeah,
right that is watching and you play Call of Duty right now.
And he's like, "You're ugly." I hate him.
Listen, it's fine.
Anyways. It's
you
fine.
can't listen. You can't win everybody.
No, you can't.
You
but
can't.
no, it's so wild. I just like in that moment, I was like, Sade would be so proud of me. But then I was also like, it's been 3 hours. I'm like, oh my god. And I literally, it was her entire life. Like, because it's like what
down the rabbit hole.
The videos are how long? Are they like 3 minutes, 5 minutes? Like, I'm not really sure.
Most of them aren't very long.
They're not very
long.
long.
Zach would know.
At TikTok, you can go up to 10 now.
Oh,
but I feel like you don't see that quite as often.
Well, most people flip through like after the first minute.
Most people.
But yeah, no, I was like living for it. I was like, it really got me through. And then I got up and finished my day, and I was like,
Here's a phenomena about social media that I'll never understand, and you see them a lot, and I'll like kind of hate watch them. Is when like you see someone like in a car or whatever, and like in the first 5 seconds they're like, I just lost my job, or like, I'm getting a divorce. It's like, where in mankind did it's like something traumatic happen? The first thought is like, let's go just tell.
I agree.
Everybody on social media.
Every stranger, like, I'll never understand that, but I watch them.
And I will say, because I think about that all the time, exactly what you're talking about. Like, I think there's two kinds of people. There's the people that, and I do know someone who her daughter is like going through the time of her life with cancer, and she's a baby, like she's 3. For me, it's like I need support from my community. I want prayers. I want everything for this child. That's different. Yes. But, you know, I think there's the flip side where it's like, oh my gosh, so today I scraped my knee and now and like nobody fucking cares about that shit. Or like you do, like you're like, you immediately have broken up with your partner and you jump right in the car and you're like, we're breaking up. And it's like, oh my God, I need a good fucking cry in a week to like get through that shit. Or you have some trauma, you know?
Like I feel like I agree with Zach. I have like I'm like 50,
but I'm still watching
on that because it's like, for me personally, like I'm a super private person. Like I'm not gonna jump on social media and like put all my
air your dirty laundry.
Everything that I got going on out there. Like if you know me personally, you know what's going on in my life. Cool.
Same.
But I do feel like there's an element to it where it's like you sharing this really shitty dark time that you're going through.
It's really
could potentially be helping somebody else that's also going through the same thing. Because I feel like as a society, we forget that sometimes. It's like we're going through this shitty time, but there's somebody else somewhere else that's also going through this shitty time.
And it makes you feel less lonely.
And
and you have access to that.
And it's like, you're like, damn, I just fucking lost my job. And somebody might hop on and be like, dude, I'm in the same boat. Like I lost my job as well. Like I'm thinking of you, whatever.
And it's more personal and less personal at the same time. Yeah. Like at least you're getting support and you're not like within your just outskirt community where it's like now people know you're going through a divorce or whatever. It's kind of like, I know it is really interesting.
It's like a weird, like, cause it's like on the one end I like understand, but then on the other side of it, I'm like, shit, you never see me jump on there and be like, hey, but then I'm like,
that ain't happening.
Are we doing ourselves a disservice? It's like, because I think like, but no, I just think that like sometimes like social media, like it's like you're talking about transparency and it's like, well, shit, like why don't we share stuff like that? Because that's real. That's the truth. It's like we're so invested in this highlight reel of like only happy moments and like only the good things that people are going through, and it's like
that's not
the reality is that that's not real fucking life.
Right.
We're all going,
and it's
through
more relatable
things.
if you like put a picture up where the kids have mustard stains on their t-shirts than the fucking Zara outfit where it's like, come on, where
they look like they just finished modeling.
Right. I mean, you can still have those moments though, you know, but like it is a fine line because like there are times where I've been like, I mean, especially during the pandemic, it was like I went straight to social media, but there were negative comments, positive comments, but I also was like, why did I do that? I parked my car, I had just got my lashes done with the girl that was seeing me masked, which is crazy. And I started crying in the parking lot, and I was like, I went on Facebook Live, loser anyways, but like went there and I was like, and so many people responded. They were like, oh my God, like, I know, like the wedding business, there's no one advocating for us. Like, what do we do? And it was like, it is kind of humbling.
Yeah.
And because sometimes you can't like pick up a phone and call anybody.
Yeah, but it also feels like, I feel like that's also a scary moment. And kudos for you for being vulnerable and for like putting that out there, because what happened was that like you touched other people who were also going through.
And I feel like that's the case. Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like, how much do you want to let people know about yourself? Because once it's out there, It's out there.
I think it just seems very scary.
And we're
so,
rich and
like,
famous. Do you want people walking up to you in the street being like, heard about your divorce, girl? Like,
right.
you know, or Jen, I heard, you know, you have diarrhea. Like, you know what I mean? Or whatever the thing is. It's like, I don't, like,
I think the more transparent you are, though, that is what makes people feel like they know you.
And you're a real person.
To you and that you're a real person.
I agree with that.
I think when you only, like, put up happy moments and, like.
It's phony.
It's phony because it's not real.
Phony baloney.
Phony baloney.
But yeah, no, I mean, it is just it's so interesting to me. And it's like, that part I really do appreciate because I feel like you could look up, I don't know, like whatever your problem is that week, you could find someone who's talking about it.
Yeah.
On the internet, on social media, on Instagram.
I mean, I think that we are getting to a place, though, like, as a whole, where I think, like, I don't know if you saw, but, like, Khloe Kardashian recently opened up and shared all of the things that she's done to her face. Now, that seems to somebody that's watching, they might be like, okay, who cares? That's fucking stupid. But it's not, though, because it's like up to this moment, celebrities have not come clean about you know, it's like you see them and it's like, oh,
vitamin gummies.
Like, and it's like, and it's like, bitch, you went and laid on a fucking operating table.
Correct.
And
they're being more transparent,
and I feel like is that what we have to like come?
I think it's a good thing because I think you should be more transparent about stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's not fair for, let's say, your neighbor to see you all the time and they're like, well, I mean, I want to look like that. This shit is expensive and it takes work and it takes time. And like, people are not born that way. Some people are, but not many that have perfect lips. They're going and getting their lips done. People should be more transparent about stuff. You know, I am all the time.
I mean, if anyone asks, it's like, these are the things that I've done.
Yes. Like, and I mean, there's no shame in that. And I mean, I did see like the comments and I was like, oh, they're like, oh, this is like, who cares? Who cares, Khloe? I'm like, some people care.
Some people do fucking care. Right.
Like, good for you. And if it makes you feel good and you release that information to the public, well, I'm here for it.
I think those people, I feel like those people, though, the moment went over their head a little bit because it's not about like whether or not people care. It's the transparency part of it that,
being a celeb
by coming forward and saying this, now this teenage girl that looks up to her, idolizes her, knows that she doesn't just look like that. The reason she looks like that is because she did this, this, and this.
It's obtainable, in her future, but don't feel bad about yourself because you don't look like that.
Correct.
I mean, I think that's a good message for little girls especially.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean,
that's the part that I worry about.
For us, like, listen, back in the day, like body image and all of that, the early 2000s was brutal.
Braces, bangs,
fucking brutal. Lindsay Lohan, I thought Lindsay Lohan looked great back in the day, but I feel like they fat shamed her. Jessica Simpson. Who else? Like, I feel there's many people that they fat shamed. So many people who were not fucking fat.
They weren't. And it's like, my God, it's just like so crazy. I'm just glad there wasn't all that when I was younger because it would be.
And then it flipped. Now it's like everybody wants to be thick and have BBLs and like.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I mean, just love yourself. That's, you know.
Yeah, man.
No matter. Peace and love, bitches. Now we're like,
just gotta
all calm.
Yourself,
Even though I had a 7 for coffee, I'm totally calm. No, it is crazy.
You gotta love yourself, but also like feel free to do whatever the fuck you want to. If you don't like your lips, get your fucking lips done. And like, there's no judgment there. Like, I think sometimes people are too judgy about what other people do, and it's like if this person did that and that makes them fucking happy, then who the fuck cares?
Yeah, it's not so like taboo anymore, and I like that part of it.
Same.
I talk about it with every client.
Yeah,
don't you? Like,
especially like when there's like a mom in the chair.
Yeah.
These wrinkles. You're like, get fucking threads.
You know what I'm living
You're
for?
Like, I had threads. Get them.
Exactly. And I'm like, you know what I'm living for is the husband that I worked with the other day that admitted to having the hair transplant done. Right. I'm not naming names, whatever, but like, and he's not ashamed of it, but he full on told me all about it. And I was so fucking impressed by that. Cause I was like, you know what? Guys really are more private than we are. Like, we are selfie queens all day. Guys are not in the,
I do feel like it is taboo for guys to like come forward because it's like men aren't like, there's this idea that like men aren't really supposed to be vain or like care about stuff like that, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If you want to fucking get a toupee or get a fucking
hair transplant.
I
think that's what it's called.
Speaking of something that I go down the rabbit hole, the fucking transformations with the men with the toupees. Oh My
my
God.
favorite part is that is when she like tugs on their heads when she's like, and I'm like,
oh my God.
yeah,
I thought you were gonna say like seeing the men's confidence
no,
after. Like I love that because I'm like,
Yes.
when you first see them sit in the chair, like
Just
you're like, oh shit. Then they get out of the chair and you're like, if he hit on me, I would say, how you doing?
But that's a crazy transformation.
It is.
I mean,
really
and seeing
is.
like their confidence, like.
And for men, that
And
is
it's just
for
hair.
a man, that is a big thing because
Yeah.
you think about it like this. Most men by the age 25, 28, like they've experienced some sort of like
Hair loss,
either
receding,
balding, something. And like that's major.
Is that like a huge fear of men? We know you have.
We
the best
know
hair,
that.
Zach.
Listen.
We're asking
you are
someone
the
who
1%.
has
You are the 1%.
Yeah, that's not really fair.
All right. So based off what you guys were saying, all right. So you meet your partner for the first time, or meet a guy. Like, when is it appropriate for him to tell you, like, hey, I have a toupee? Like, if he comes off,
I would love it.
Like,
for me,
date one is that weird?
date one, if it came up in conversation,
I'd be like,
and I
respect.
thought that he looked fucking bomb as fuck, and he was like, "Hey, I have a toupee." I don't give
Later
a
on,
shit.
I'm like, keep the toupee on.
I would be like, I don't care. I literally
Put it back
do not
on.
care.
No,
I don't care.
I don't care. I wouldn't
would
care.
not care at
That's
all.
what I'm saying. Is it hair plugs? What is it called? Like, I'm telling you, night and day, and the
you
confidence.
mean like
yeah,
having,
whatever
like, a
that procedure. I can't.
Yeah, it is like a transplant or like.
I think it's a
plugs.
transplant, and they go
Yeah.
to Turkey most of
Yeah.
the time. Hair
and
transplant.
He's very famous in the TikTok world, and you know he did it to trade for content, and he went to. And I mean, honestly, I thought back because I did their wedding, and I was like, "Whoa, that's what's different." Because he was like, and he's a very confident man, but like, you could tell that he felt good about himself, and I was like,
Yeah.
God, that is really. Fly me to Turkey. Like that's amazing.
I just feel like why there shouldn't be any judgment on
There
that.
really
Like
shouldn't.
that's really fucking
That's
stupid. When you
crazy,
think
the
about it. I'm
difference.
like,
Yeah.
it's someone's hair.
It's
you know,
hair. It's like us with
I
extensions.
mean, maybe it's different for us because we're in like the beauty industry. So
Maybe.
like for me, I'm like, if my man was like, listen, I'm about to go drop
Sloop.
300 so that
Yes.
she can
Do
slay
it.
this fucking toupee, then
Yes.
I'd be like, that is worth it.
I think
babe.
most men, if it was more popular, would do it. I feel like they would.
Yeah, I think the judgment comes from other men.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
Because, like, I'm literally just hearing y'all talk, and I'm thinking to myself, if, like, one of my boys said that he got, you know, a toupee or, like, hair
You'd be
transplant,
like, oh,
he would get shredded
You
in
guys
the group
would roast
chat.
him.
That is
you guys
so
would
He
literally
would.
roast him.
He literally would.
And you know what? It was so funny about that is this came up in conversation. Michael has like a group chat with his friends. This came up in conversation and they all were just like
Roasted.
talking about like who would actually do it. Only one of his friends said that he would like actually do it. And I feel like they did, like Zach said, they were giving him shit about it. But I was like, Michael, that's stupid. If you told me
is.
right now that you wanted to go get it done, I would fully support you.
And by the way, you're pulling the ladies now, like
Right.
because you are confident.
Correct.
Not that a bald man can't be confident or pull the ladies, but it's like if you're not feeling yourself and now you are, good. Kudos
But I
to
think
you.
about like for women, it's like we change our appearance all the
do.
time. It's like we don't have long hair, we go
Right.
get fucking K-tips
Correct.
put in. It's like,
Yeah.
how come a guy couldn't be bald or whatever, and then he wants to grow his hair back out and like
You're
do
right,
a toupee
though. That's
situation
gotta
and
be
change his look? Like,
got to be what it is the
Yeah.
razzing from his friends because like. I mean, you're bald one day, you show up at work the next day with hair, like
yeah,
you're
but I
asking for
guarantee
it.
you, most women would be like, oh shit.
But the guy that's in
like,
the back with a receding hairline is like, oh shit, like I wonder if I could get away with that.
correct,
Right.
correct.
I want to do toupees on men.
I listen.
Can we start that business?
I would love to. I've actually
can I-
found somebody that like they teach you how to do it and everything. Because I was like, I would love to provide that
living
service.
for this.
Like to me, I would love to provide that service.
would and I love how like she shaves out like the perfect amount of hair.
I love
and
watching
it's
the glue.
perfectly cut.
Right? She squeezes all the glue on their head
yanks
and
on
like.
it. I'm like, oh, that is
Zach,
dope.
have you ever watched this?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and like you can't tell, and they yank on it.
They're like literally
I want to say
cul-de-sac
it
situation.
might be like toupee queen on.
Yes, yes.
I should
it's
know
her.
that.
I want to be the toupee queen.
I
I
want to
do.
be the toupee queens of Richmond.
That I honestly would.
I mean,
love
they
that.
literally come in with a cul-de-sac and they leave and they look like Zach.
Right. They come in, you know,
And
like,
it's next level
and
because
it's such
like
a
what?
generational thing and like hereditary thing that it's like it can't be helped. And like, what freedom for you to like finally get rid of those 4 hairs on your forehead
Correct.
and cover that shit up.
Correct.
Who gives a shit if you take it off after 5 days and you have it redone? Like, what does that matter?
And the other flip side to it too is like, I thought about it like this, and I'm like, it's so mainstream for us to like, as we start aging, we've got wrinkle, or we go get Botox, we get filler. But for a man, like, men aren't really doing stuff like that. Like, they can,
if
but
they're
they're
in the
just
makeup
not.
world, they probably are.
So like, the only thing that really like ages a man is like when you're like, oh, his hair is receding, so he's got to be at least his early 30s.
Or even like young guys that start losing their hair at a young age, or they get receding hair,
and it makes you look older.
Right.
It does, because it's like you're
you.
25 and you have a fucking cul-de-sac. It's like,
and there's plenty of guys out there like that.
Yes, and it's unfortunate.
My college suite mate, 23, he was thin as can be.
That is just.
And then I think he eventually shaved it. All right, well, I have a personal. I just want to test something, because we're trying to end that stigma. I'm trying to figure out where that line is, right? So, you ladies, like, no problem, getting some touch-ups to your face or your chest.
Yeah.
Or, like, you have a kid, you can tighten it up down there, like, whatever. Okay.
Correct.
So, same.
Correct.
Same situation.
Yeah.
You meet a guy, or you meet your partner first date, and he says, "Hey, I can't. We can't do anything fun, if you know what I mean, for about a month because I got a procedure done on the manhood downstairs."
What does a man get done?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, do they get stuff done?
Can they really do that?
They can.
I didn't know that they could do that.
I'm not an expert. I don't know, but like I've seen
Zach's confessional. You heard it here first.
Same as like the toupee. I saw one that was like, I just felt not confident, and like
no, but I'm saying like they could permanently
add a couple inches or like whatever it is.
That's good news.
I had no idea. So
we don't care about that. We don't care about
I think that
if
depends.
They had the procedure,
Listen,
or
that depends.
Is it the before? Oh, I wouldn't care about that.
I wouldn't care about that because you corrected it. You corrected it. So what are we like? What is the issue?
Hey, if I'm with you the before and the after, it's a win for me. So
right. I didn't know you before. I'm only getting the after.
But if I'm only getting the after,
I'm only getting the after.
I mean, if a man was sitting there and he told me how it's done, I'd be like, good for you.
I would be like, you did something about it and you feel good now and you feel confident. That's why we're on this fucking date. So
damn.
All right.
Well, that's amazing. I'm happy because I know.
I think that men have a perception that like women care more than we actually really fucking do. I mean, I know that there probably are judgmental asshole women out there that would be like, ew, I would never. That's disgusting. Well, but me personally, I'm like,
my one experience that goes down in the books.
Yeah, but imagine had Gherkin been able to have the surgery done. You guys might be still together.
I know. God, that really sucks. Because he never
could be together right now.
He never locked down with anybody, and I know that's the reason. I know it is because he was like the hottest guy.
Mean, that, to me, and you know what?
And that is sad.
That is unfortunate because much like a woman who might have one boob that's like bigger than the other or something like
that's
that.
A really good, that's
that
a good
could like
analogy,
potentially like stop you from maybe like going on dates or what the fuck ever because you feel like you're going to be judged.
Zach's
Same thing with a guy.
It's like, how do you guys feel about penis surgery?
I'm not like writing down notes back here or anything.
No, you're not.
No.
Clearly, you're not going to be playing this episode back later for confidence. I mean, I'm a no judgment person, and Sade is too. So it's kind of like if it makes you happy and it makes you feel. If I found that out, I would not care at all. I would be like, good for you.
You and I sit around and talk about all the time. Like we will be flying down to CG Cosmetic to have the procedures done
together and hold hands in our healing.
That is correct.
I can't wait for that day.
I can't wait. I literally cannot.
Listen, we need you to sponsor us.
That is correct.
We will do a live surgery for you.
And we will blast that everywhere. We will tell everybody in Richmond to go ahead.
Yes.
Give me my tummy tuck.
Facelift. I just want a facelift. I don't care about anything else.
Fix our belly buttons.
And give me a little bit of butt. Might be nice.
Correct.
I'll do all that.
Listen, I would do all of it.
You can air it all.
Blast me out on the. I
From
don't
the beginning
care.
to the end. That's our nude bodies holding hands together. Get everything done. I would love that.
I would not give a shit.
Are you okay?
I wouldn't care because I would be like, this is the after result. So there's that.
And that's what's so great about being a woman is like we could go get surgery together and hold hands the whole time and it would be like but a man could never they're very private.
Hey man, we're going to get our penis enlarged.
I would bet that every single one of my friends would hide that from the group.
I agree.
Oh my gosh, most definitely.
100%.
But you know what?
100%.
They would get cocky. And it would come up in conversation one day, and because now they're like they've had the surgery, they'd be like, "Yeah, bro, let's take our dicks out." Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I see in men. It'd be like, you know what I mean?
It'd be like, "Hey, man, is that a surgical scar?"
You should put some Aquaphor on that. That might help you out.
No, but seriously, we're women. We get our boobs
We don't
done.
give a shit, and we're laid out by the pool. And
Correct.
it's like you can very obviously see that I went and got a mommy makeover, but like nobody is giving a shit. Nobody
I
cares.
sent my before boobs to Sade and my after boobs
That
to
is
Sade,
correct.
and it was just like, good job, you know what I mean? It's not like
nobody
it's
cares.
different.
But men's
Different.
like love of each other are a little different.
It's
like
just different.
If I show up and be like, what up, loser? Like if y'all did that to each other,
would cry.
Maybe y'all could do that, but like think of like a tier down friend.
Yeah.
Where if we're not giving each other
Wait,
shit,
did she
we're
mean
probably
that?
not
Right.
close
Yeah.
friends.
We know the one. We know the one. We have a friend like that, but it's like you can't joke with them because it like deep down they'll go home and cry. Yeah.
And it's like they're crying in their Cheerios.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean,
Penis surgery.
hey, is that a surgical scar?
I know. That's so crazy. I did not know men. I'm so
I didn't
about that.
Listen, I feel like every day of my life I am learning something that I did not know.
Yeah. No,
before.
I honestly,
whether it be on social media, whether it be right here from good old Zach,
who did not have penis surgery. Everyone, just
we
so
need
you
to clear
know.
the air. He's
did
not
just-
inquiring about
He
this.
did just get married,
He just got
so
married.
obviously everything
great.
is
So
okay.
we just want to be clear on that.
Correct. But
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification.
Good to know. That is honestly incredible.
I didn't like. I know.
What
Like,
that
I
is
feel
life
like,
changing for a man. Like
I
honestly,
feel like I just had no idea that you could actually really do.
get you a
something like that.
toupee. Go get it. Get your little cul-de-sac shaved off. Get your toupee. Me and Sade will be the Richmond toupee queens.
That is
and
correct.
then go get your penis surgery after, and you are
Correct.
a new man.
And you're a new person.
How
and
nice
now
for
you have
that
the
you only need two
confidence.
things.
Now you have the confidence to get out there and get on the
Exactly.
apps and do
Right.
whatever it is. That
Don't
you
buy
wanna
a
do.
Corvette. Go get your penis surgery.
Enlarged.
Yes,
Love that.
that is crazy.
I feel like, you know what,
I'm
I just have to
shocked.
say this before we end things.
Okay.
That like our circle of like conversation is so fucking crazy when you think about it. This
love
started
it.
off as
This is us.
we don't have community in Richmond to fucking
Penis
social
surgery.
media and Gen Alpha and penis enlargement and toupees. Like
We have something here for
conversations are-
everyone.
That is correct.
I mean,
There's something for everyone.
I just feel like you and I. This is just like how we
A
are in
normal
life.
conversation
right?
every day.
It always comes back around to like the whole topic, right? Doesn't it? Or
I mean,
no?
I think all
don't
of
know.
these are interchangeable. Like in some way, it's like
Yes.
it's all connected.
It's a jigsaw puzzle.
It's all connected because if I'm going through TikTok, I
Correct.
might see some guy who flew to Turkey and got his penis enlarged.
I'm amazed by
You
that.
know?
I think that is honestly the most shocking thing I've
Or
heard
I
in a
might
while.
see what Gen Alphas are doing for their
weddings.
weddings. Or I, might see that you and I have no community. And
No one
fucking
likes us, and we have no friends.
It's all fucking connected.
It's all
man.
fucking relative, and
Hey,
it's like
remember?
crazy. Peace and love, man.
Peace and love, man. Just do what you
But
want.
also, we want a seat at the table. Damn it.
Yeah, I do want a seat at the table, but also if you don't want us to sit there, it's okay.
Fine, be a bully. That's cool.
We'll go sit at the other
We'll go
one.
sit. We'll sit by ourselves with our chocolate milks.
That's correct.
That's
Oh my
fine.
God, you're in my head. I was gonna say that. That is freaky
And the
how
fucking
much our
Jell-O.
brains
I
have
know.
like
No.
interlocked.
It really is.
It's weird. You say things
It's
before I
so
even get a
crazy.
chance to say
It's
it. And it's the same exact thing I was gonna
It's
say.
so weird. It's so
Wow.
weird.
Congratulations.
I'm
we're
so happy we
codependent.
have each other. I would die without you.
Literally.
I honestly would die without you.
I mean, I feel like the amount of phone calls that go out over a
Literally,
week's time
it's so
is like,
sad.
hey, what are you doing?
I know.
No, it's not even
It's
hey.
raining.
It's
Like,
hello.
Her.
Oh, what are you doing?
I know. We're always so
It's
happy to talk to each other.
Always.
I know. And like everyone, like all day yesterday at trials, I talked about you all day. And they were like, so tell me about Scott. I'm like, no, I'm kidding. But like, I talked about you all day. I was like, I know my girl's ears are burning.
I
'cause
just
we were
think
talking about
that
you.
it's because we have so much fun, like
Together.
To me, that is like the best
Yeah.
gift in life. Is
I
when
know.
you find a friend that
I
you really
know.
do vibe with,
And we're
like,
genuinely like that. Like literally, if we're out at a bar, if we're home with our kids, if we're by the pool, if we're just riding in, we are.
I mean, I
always the
can
same.
literally pick up the phone and be like, "Oh my God," like literally crying, like this is awful, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, "Girl, it's gonna be. You're not. It's
And
gonna
back
be
at
fine.
you.
Like,
Right.
just chill."
But I like when you tell me it's gonna be okay. I believe you.
I know.
Even though I know it's not going to. I'm like, but she said it, so it's true.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, if you said it,
I know.
because you're the fucking Pope. So.
I am the Pope at her house, after all. It's the best. Love you too.
Well,
and we love you all.
We love
Keep
you guys
listening.
as well.
I'm sorry it's so long, but you know what? We're very busy. So,
well,
please watch this episode.
Yes.
Please let us have a seat at your table.
Get your penis enlarged.
And get a toupee.
Deuces.